What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into this, please make sure you subscribe. If you're new here, my name is Izzy and I'm a journalist, and I make videos here on YouTube where I visit different animal shelters. I speak to them about the work they do, but also raising awareness on different topics and issues, and speaking about the challenges that they face day to day. I also speak to different charities and organisations about how they help animals change people's lives. This can be from hearing dogs to guide dogs to animal assisted therapy. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this, and let's find out where we are off to today.
I know, you're gonna say that.
So today I've come to St Anne's to Tender Paws Cat Rescue, and they've been rescuing and rehoming cats since the pandemic. This is Minnie. I'm going to find out a little bit more about her story. She came into the shelter recently. So yeah, let's go and find out a bit more, as well as the work they do. Tell me all about where the shelter all started.
We realised that there was a big need for cat rescue, didn't we, do we?
Yeah, I mean, you were already in rescue, weren't you, when we started?
Yeah.
I came to volunteer, and then something happened there, and then we set up Tender Paws together because it still needed to be done. We're really just two people that care about cats and decided to start our own thing, and then became a charity.
And it's gone from there, really. We got a charity number.
Yeah.
So
So that was 2020. Start the
yeah, we've had it a while.
pandemic. And yeah, so we basically focus on the strays, unwanted cats around the Lancashire area, around this area, but we have helped other rescues as well.
And tell me your main ethos and what you stand for here.
It's all about education people, I think, at the end of the day. That is the right reason why we're in this mess. This is why people, cats are needed to be rescued, because people just decide to either leave them outside, or they don't spay, so they have unwanted kittens.
Really, it's about spay and neutering.
Yeah, just
To be fair, there's a big problem all over the country.
And you've mentioned a couple there, but what are the main topics and issues that you feel need more awareness when it comes to cats in particular?
this one for us, I think, is the free roaming of cats. I think, there's different laws for dogs and cats. We don't allow dogs to wander around the street. There's dog wardens, fines, that kind of thing, but we allow cats to go out. People get cats, they don't spay, they don't neuter, just let them out. And
They
that
get
causes
diseases,
problems.
they mate,
Yeah,
and pass those diseases on to their kittens.
yeah,
Um,
and spread, and other people's
Yep.
pets.
yeah,
You
we
know.
pick up the pieces.
Yeah,
We pick up kittens that we don't realise on a later date are then very sickly,
yeah, carrying disease.
carrying all sorts of diseases.
I mean, I would love for laws to be changed, better laws to be changed for cat owners, pet owners, that they should be enclosed. I'm not saying they have to be indoors, but they need to be enclosed. So your garden enclosed, catios, all these things. Because then, if everybody kept their own cats enclosed, then the ones that are stray or unwanted, we'd know, and we could sort them out, and then that would be the end of it. There'd be no need for us to have 60, 80 cats on a rotation all the time trying to rehome them. It could be sorted in a few years, but the problem is that just don't bother.
And making vet bills
Yeah,
to even to the
thousands.
public. I mean, we pay enough and we have a discount, but making a vet bills on the neutering and the spaying, horrible. It's
Yeah.
about 100 and something for a female now.
Yeah.
And the average family with kids, they're not spaying their females.
Yeah, because it's either we do that or we feed the kids, But again, it comes down. It all boils down to people. They're the start of it. They get a kitten.
Backstreet breeding.
They get a kitten. They think, oh, it's okay just to leave it fend for itself outside, and it goes from there. So yeah, the law needs to be changed for people.
It would be good for the government to clamp down on the backstreet breeders, and do you know what? They could easily, because they breed their cats to make a few bob for their maybe alcohol, maybe drugs, whatever. Now, if their benefits were involved, they wouldn't be doing it. You know, sometimes they ring up and say, "Oh, cats, we haven't been able to sell these little cats. Can you take them? We can't sell them." And that's not good, is it?
Yeah, I think COVID had a massive impact on us. So when, during COVID, everyone was getting pets. Everyone was breeding pets. They were getting silly money for just a domestic kitten.
200 or 300.
Yeah, because people wanted them. But once it finished, the amount of pets, and it wasn't just cats, it's dogs as well, being surrendered to shelters, it was overwhelming. And we've got to raise the money somehow. We have a little shop. We rely a lot on the public.
There are hundreds of stray cats in the alleyways in Blackpool and surrounding areas. And probably every town, city has the same problem.
Yeah. And that's the issue though, because you've got people just allowing their pets to roam, so then you can't tell between the strays and, they must be owned. And that's what I was saying before, if there was some way of getting people to keep their own, you have to keep your cat enclosed, whether it's in your garden or whatever. If everyone did that, then the ones that were outside that we knew weren't owned, we can help them.
We've recently taken 3 from an alleyway. That was Manchester. That was again from another rescue, but 3 came in, all living in. There's 20 all told. We just took 3 for them.
Yeah.
That's just one alleyway in Manchester. Be the same in Blackpool. One alleyway in Blackpool will have masses of cats.
Yeah.
And air cats mainly are strays and abandoned.
Yeah. Or people that need to get rid of them for whatever reason. They'll say that, or someone's passed away and they haven't set up something for that cat. There are organisations that you can pay money to that will take your cat on when you pass away. People need to think about what happens to my pets if I go, and they don't, and they just leave them, and then the landlords say, well, I need to get it out because I want to redo the rent
So
house.
they open the door.
Off it goes outside, So yeah, it's sometimes it's frustrating because you just don't feel like you're getting anywhere. Anyway, looking back over the years, we've probably gone through about 700-800 cats that we've rescued, rehomed, rehabilitated, whatever. We have some ferals, so that ones that you'll never be able to rehome, so they live on farms and people will feed them, which is fine for some of those cats. But there are colonies of cats that live out because people have just left that one female, that one male, because they have so many kittens. They can have loads of kittens, and all those kittens will be outside.
And finally, what are your hopes for the future here at the shelter?
My hope, personally, would be we didn't have to do it. That is it. We're members of the public that have taken a stand because we've seen a need. We love cats. I thought, well, no one else is going to do it, so we'll do it. But, and there are lots of people that do that. There's lots of different rescues and stuff, but it is frustrating when you just think, oh, it's the same issues we're having, the same battles, vet bills going up. We need to find the money sometimes. Sometimes we think, oh, we just can't do it. This is just too much, And then somehow we manage and we just manage, you know. But
Yep, I squeeze them in.
yeah,
Don't ask.
we solve. It is, but the dream is that we shouldn't have to do it. You know,
We shouldn't have to
do
be
it.
squeezing in,
No,
but we do.
yeah,
Because we have to, because there is so many out there that need help and they need a chance, and we give a chance.
but they've come through and we've found them a home, and that's, you know, that's what drives us, because it's like we manage, you know, we find homes and it's a happy ending.
Tell me who we have here.
We have Minnie, beautiful, beautiful Minnie. Yes, she's about 9 months old now. She came in as a young kitten from a plant. Her and her mother were trapped. Now, she was going to go to a feral stables, you know, with other cats that they have. We always check them out. But it was decided after she was spayed, she had a rattle on her chest and she wasn't fit enough to go. So, to be fair, I had her in my spare room because at the moment in time, that's the only place we had for a little feral kitten. So I took her. I brought her around to this, which is pretty good, to be fair. Now, the rattling on her chest, and you may be able to hear it if you take the mic. Yeah, baby girl. She has a lung condition where the plant, it was human waste plant that she was in, has affected her lungs. That is terribly sad for any cat. So she hasn't got a long life expectancy, really. What I want for Minnie, what we want for Minnie, is somebody to come forward, somebody understanding, loving, caring, that will promise us they will love and care Minnie inside only, because she's not about to go out, and they would do their best for Minnie. That's what we wish for Minnie, really.